Hello, thank you so much for joining me and extending learning with this book, Same, Same, but Different. Now, this video is more to do with the crafts that you either were provided when your grab and go bag, or you can also use this as just an idea to do things at home or in your classroom. So let's get started. Now, same, same, but different. We were working on making connections, finding things that are the same and different in the books between the characters, the pictures, and maybe even yourself to the book. So I'm going to show you the two book activities that I have. I'm going to share my screen. So if you got this book from a library or from your Head Start, then you already have most of the materials that you need. We have two activities. We have a family story spinner and a button sort and tree decorating. We're getting close to the holidays, so I thought it'd be fun to do some tree decorating, and maybe you can even make it into an ornament or something for your home. Now, we're gonna start with the story spinners, where you need scissors, colored materials, the fastener that looks like this, and a paper clip, and also the circle template. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a spinner with your family members' names on it that you can spin and talk about each family member. This is your big template. Now it has a scissors that go around. You can absolutely cut this out, but please make sure that you only cut around the outside. Do not cut in the middle. Now, what you're going to do first is you're going to put your names of family members. Maybe they live with you, maybe they don't, and that's okay. So I did one already. And now I might want to take more time and color it and add more details. Maybe I can even add some of their favorite things. So I put me, Robin. I put Jason, my husband, put my dad, my mom, and Justin, my brother. Now, like I said, you can add a lot more details. I just did a quick drawing of each, but maybe you can do more of how they look or add things that they like, or maybe they even could draw their own spot in their story spinner. So like I said, you can cut this out and make it into a circle. If you don't want to, you actually don't have to. But if you're trying to teach your children how to cut, you can show them their scissors. It's always good to get appropriate size scissors for them. Not only is it safer, but it's much easier and will cause less frustration for your child. So I always say that it's like an alligator. We put our fingers on bottom, our thumb on top, and we open up his mouth and go chomp, chomp, chomp. Now, your other hand is going to be holding the paper. This is your helping hand. It's going to be helping you turn the paper so you don't have to turn your hand in a weird way. So watch, if I'm going to start here. So I go fingers on bottom and thumb on top. I open up its mouth and go chomp, chomp, chomp. So I'm going to turn my paper using my helping hand, going nice and slow all the way around. And now you can get even closer. So that's Justin, my brother, my mom, my dad, and in my family, I have Jason, my husband. Okay. So now when I have my spinner or my template all cut out, this is what we're going to do next. We're actually going to push the fastener through the middle. So this is something that you're definitely going to help your children with. It's a little bit tricky. This paper is a little bit thick. Oh, there we go. So now I'm not going to push it all the way. I want a little bit of space to put my paper clip over. And then on the back, I'm going to open up the fastener so it doesn't fall back through. So it looks like that. Now I'm going to slip my paper clip over the edge I'm going to snap it in place there. And now I'm already ready to start playing this game with my family. Now, like I said, I would add a lot more color and you guys can do that at home. But now watch, if I wanted to say, this time, every time we spin, we are going to talk about your favorite color. Oh, me, my favorite color is blue. Then it could be somebody else's turn. That looks like a line. I'm going to spin it again. Oh, my dad. I know that his favorite color is also blue. My dad and me have a connection. We like the same color blue. Let's see if I get somebody different this time. Oh, my brother. I know my brother loves the color green. So we are not the same. Me and my dad love the color blue, but my brother likes the color green. Now, you can do this with anything. You can do colors, favorite animal, meals, and maybe you can even start telling stories about something that makes you laugh, something that made you cry. But really, this is going to be great for starting family discussions, talking to each other, and seeing if you can make connections. So this is your story spinner, already done. Have fun talking with your family and making connections. The next activity that is in your grab and go bag or something that you can do at home with things that you find is some sorting. And this is a really great way to try to make connections with objects. So in your baggie, you also had your paper clip and your fastener in here, and these are some buttons. Now, I did make sure to put on a choking hazard if your child is 3 years old or younger, or even if they're 4. Please make sure you're watching them and they're not putting these in their mouth because they are pretty small. So I'm going to open up my baggie. And the first thing that I would do is I would kind of take a look at the buttons that I have. And there's questions on the back of your sheet, your sorting mat, that can kind of help you get started. Maybe you take a look at one button first. So I'm going to take a look at this button. Oh, I notice, what colors do you notice? I notice that there's red and white. This button looks like a mitten. That's the shape of this button, like a mitten. It has smooth edges. It's not very pointy. It's very rounded. And it has 2 holes. Now, this is a great place to start. Okay, I noticed that this button is mainly red. I'm going to find other things that have a connection that are also red. So here's something red. Here's something red. Oh, these little poof balls are red. Yeah, these ones have a little bit of red on it, but I wouldn't say that's mostly red. So look, I sorted by color. Let's see if there's something else. Oh, here's a tree. I noticed that it's green. It looks kind of pointy. It's not as smooth. And it has 2 holes. But let's see if I can find other things that are green. Oh, here's another tree. But look, this tree is bigger. But they're both green trees. I'm going to put them together. Oh, that's not green. Nice. So now I have buttons that are red, buttons that are green. Oh, look, I have these awesome snowflakes. I'm going to put it a little bit closer. This snowflake has different points. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. It's white. It has 2 buttons, or 2 holes, sorry. So let's see, there's also some other things. Oh, I see some more snowflakes. Here's a white poof ball. And these are also pretty white. I could group them in here saying that those are mostly white. My last button is very different from all my other buttons. It's brown. It has pointy edges, But if I'm sorting by color, I might have to put it all by itself. I have a red group, a white group, a green group, and a brown group. So I would say color is usually the simplest way to start sorting. And you might see them with a lot of colors, but you can say, what is that color? What is that button mostly like? This is mostly red, mostly white. Then you can even do by size, by shape, by number of holes, pointy or smooth. There's many ways to sort them in and have that conversation going of what is the same and what is different about these objects. Now, when you're done talking about them, you can even sort them onto your mat. So look, I have, I'm going to sort my trees first. I'm going to find all the trees. I'm going to say I have 1 tree, 2 tree, 3 trees, 4 trees. So even though they're different colors, they're all trees. Let's see. Oh, let me do my snowflakes next. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 trees and 4 snowflakes. That is the same. I have the same number of trees and snowflakes. Okay, I only have 1 mitten and 1 reindeer. And then I have 2 round buttons. Now, if you are starting to practice writing your numbers, you can even write on here. I have 0 candy canes. I didn't get any candy canes. That's okay. I have 0. I have 2 round buttons. I have 4 trees. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 snowflakes, 1 mitten, and 1 deer. So there's many ways that we can sort and make connections between our buttons. So now you can decorate your trees using your buttons. Now, white school glue is going to be the best. If you only have glue sticks at home, you might need to add a little bit more than you think because these buttons are a little bit heavy. They're wood, so they might not stick without a good bit of glue. So if I want, I can put my glue down in a little circle. A great opportunity to say that dot, dot, not a lot is good. And then I can push down. And this is a great opportunity to count with your child. Say, okay, to make it stick, you need to hold and count for 5 seconds, 10 seconds. A good way to get them motivated to count. And you can have fun decorating your trees, making connections, counting, and having fun. Happy creating buttons. Another good way is to see how many have 2 holes. You might be surprised. All right, when you're done sorting and talking about your buttons, you actually have a tree. Your tree might be red or white or green. And now you can use some glue to decorate your tree with your buttons and your pom-poms.